Stock. A stock is literally a tiny piece of a company. You buy one share of Apple. Congratulations. You now own a tiny, tiny, tiny slice of Apple, like 0.0000001% of it. But still, you're technically a co-owner of one of the biggest companies on earth. Go off, boss. Stock exchange. Imagine a giant marketplace, but instead of selling shoes or mangoes, people are buying and selling pieces of companies. That's the stock exchange. The biggest ones are the NYSE and NASDAQ in the US. Millions of trades happen every single second. Absolute chaos. Beautiful chaos. IPO. IPO stands for Initial Public Offering. This is when a private company says, "Okay, world, we're ready. You can buy our stock now." It's like the company's big debut party. First day on the market, everyone's watching. Sometimes the stock rockets up, sometimes it flops immediately. No in between. Index. An index tracks a group of stocks to show how the market is doing overall. The S&P 500 tracks the 500 biggest US companies. The Dow Jones tracks 30 big ones. When people say the market is up today, they're talking about these indexes. It's basically the market's report card. Dividend. Some companies say, "Hey, we made a lot of money this year. Here's your share." And they literally send you cash just for owning their stock. That's a dividend. You didn't do anything. You just held the stock. And money showed up. This is the dream. Capital gains. You bought a stock for $10. Now it's worth $50. You sell it. That $40 profit, that's a capital gain. The government will absolutely want a cut of that, by the way. They always do, but hey, still a win. Portfolio. Your portfolio is your whole collection of investments. Stocks, bonds, crypto, real estate, everything you own that's supposed to make you money. Some people have fancy diversified portfolios. Some people have one meme stock and a prayer. Both are portfolios, technically. Diversification. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's literally it. That's the whole concept. You spread your money across different investments, so if one crashes, you're not completely destroyed. It's the financial version of having a backup plan. PA ratio. Price to earnings ratio. It tells you how much people are willing to pay for $1 of a company's profit. High PE means investors expect strong future growth. Low PE means it might be undervalued, or the market just doesn't believe in its future. Basically, it's the market asking, how much is this company really worth? Market cap. Market cap is the total value of a company on the stock market. Multiply the share price by the total number of shares, and you get the market cap. Apple is worth over $3 trillion in market cap. That's more than the entire GDP of most countries. Just let that sink in. Earnings per share. EPS tells you how much profit a company made, divided by how many shares exist. So if a company made $1 billion and has 1 billion shares, EPS comes out to $1. Higher EPS means the company is making more money per share. Usually good news. Stock goes up. People happy. Volatility. Volatility is how wildly a stock's price swings. High volatility means the price is doing crazy jumps up and down every day. Low volatility means slow and stable. Some people love volatility. It means big opportunities. Other people get anxiety just hearing the word. Both valid. Short selling. Normal investing. Buy low, sell high. Short selling, sell high first, buy low later. Wait. What? Yes. You borrow someone's stock, sell it immediately, wait for the price to drop, buy it back cheaper, return it, and keep the difference. It's basically betting the stock will fail. Very spicy, very risky. Margin trading. Trading with borrowed money from your broker. You have $1,000, but you want to buy $5,000 worth of stocks, so you borrow the rest. If it goes up, you make way more profit. If it goes down, you still owe the broker the full amount. This is how people lose everything in one afternoon. Stop loss. A safety net you set before things go wrong. You tell your broker, if this stock drops below $80, sell it automatically. I don't care, just get me out. It stops the bleeding before you lose everything while sleeping. Smart investors use these, always. Day trading. Buying and selling stocks within the same day. No holding overnight. Pure adrenaline. Day traders are glued to their screens watching every tiny price move. Most of them lose money. A few become legends. The odds are not in your favor, but you can't tell them that. Recession. When the economy shrinks for 2 quarters in a row, companies make less money, people lose jobs, spending drops, everyone gets sad. Stocks usually fall too. Recessions are basically the economy going through a rough patch. They always end eventually, but they never feel like it while you're in one. Inflation. Your money is secretly losing power every year. That coffee that cost $1 in 2000, it's $5 now. That's inflation. Everything gets more expensive over time. This is why just keeping cash under your mattress is actually a losing strategy. The mattress is eating your wealth slowly. Interest rate. The central bank controls this one magic lever that affects everything. Rate goes up means borrowing costs more. Companies slow down. Stocks usually fall. Rate goes down means cheap loans. Businesses grow. Stocks usually rise. One number. Entire economy reacts. Wild. Hedge Fund, a fancy investment club for rich people. Minimum investment, usually millions. They use complex strategies, short selling, leverage, derivatives, things normal people never touch. They charge insane fees, and honestly, many of them still underperform just buying an index fund. The audacity.